Good morning and welcome to the 2020 Jewish Family Service LA Volunteer Appreciation Brunch. For those of you who I have not met, my name is Joyce Williams, Director of Volunteers and Training. Since I started in June, staff and volunteers have been so welcoming, asking me how the job has been so far and just overall very thoughtful. This says so much about the culture at JFS and how much volunteers are ingrained into it. So many of you have been here for years, decades even, which speaks volumes and is a true dream for somebody in my role. Despite all that we are dealing with in this very unusual year, I have been so impressed with the strength of all of our volunteers. Even though many of you are not able to be on site in your usual roles, you continue to help in ways that are so vital to our programs, staff, and clients. You reach out to our volunteer coordinators, you reach out to me, and you find ways to be of service. Some examples of this are whether it be pivoting to make phone calls with our Cafe Europa participants to make sure that they are feeling less isolated at this time, whether it be helping in translating paperwork into Spanish, Russian, to make it less daunting for those people who need to fill out important paperwork, or leading workshops on Zoom through Havarine. Thank you for all that you do. And for those of you who are still continuing to go to SOVA, we saw an increase in need and you got your masks on, your gloves on, and you just dived on in. You've also attended Zoom supervisions. You continue to check in with staff and stay connected to get updates on the agency. I can't say enough about all the wonderful work that you do. Before transitioning to coordinating volunteers, I had worked at direct service for 18 years. Some of those years at HOPE, formerly Hope Cottage, now our HOPE Domestic Violence Crisis Line and Shelter. I remember the comfort of having a volunteer present, whether it be to have a light conversation, to have some support, or whether it be to take a quick break, such as running to the bathroom, grabbing a snack, or just a chance to take a deep breath or two. After your shifts, you then share what's being done at JFS LA. You help advocate and tell people what's going on here, therefore becoming advocates for us. Thank you for being a part of our community. We simply could not enrich the lives of so many people without you. And now it is my pleasure to introduce President and CEO Eli Weitzer.
Thank you, Joyce, and good morning, everyone. It is my honor and pleasure to recognize the truly remarkable impact that each of you have made for our Los Angeles community. Each one of you, through your commitment and caring, plays an invaluable role in fulfilling our mission of responding to our city's most vulnerable people when they reach out for help. Just as you see the impact of your own programs in which you volunteer, across GFS, we make a difference every day in the lives of thousands. But this year, we've all been in need of support, community, and caring. We've all suffered a lot of losses. I know that giving is one of the best ways to nourish oneself, and I think that for many of you, the loss of the opportunity for hands-on volunteering has been difficult. We miss you, and our clients miss you unbelievably. I can't wait for the time when we can return to more person-to-person connection and community. For those of you who have been able to continue volunteering, thank you. Our clients need us now more than ever. As an agency, JFS has pivoted, adapted, and been steadfast in continuing to provide helpful and effective services. Through SOVA, we are providing nutritious groceries to more than 5,000 people every month, including home delivery to over 1,600 individuals. We are delivering nearly 30,000 meals to at-risk older adults each month. Our 3 domestic violence shelters remain full with strict COVID protocols in place, and we have been answering nearly 800 calls each month on our domestic violence crisis lines. We're responding to more than 500 calls every month from individuals and families looking for assistance through JFS Central Access and the ERWIN network. We offer nearly 80 online activities and wellness classes for older adults. We are providing case management, home care services, emergency financial assistance, and online social opportunities to nearly 800 Holocaust survivors, and much, much more. The success of our invaluable work depends on the heartfelt commitments of our family of volunteers. And I thank you. You are truly a part of the JFS service team. Thank you on behalf of JFS and on behalf of the thousands of individuals and families whose lives you've touched. and whose lives you've made better.
To present the Special Recognition Award, I would like to welcome Danny VASQUEZ, Activities Coordinator at the FREDA MOHR Multipurpose Center.
Hello, everyone. I'm very humbled to introduce our Special Recognition Volunteer Award to William Bill Meyershik. Although I've only known Bill for a couple years while FREDA MOHR was at his temporary location, he has been a volunteer since 2014 and has been very loved by everyone at the center. Bill has been an integral part of our FREDA MOHR family, always willing to help and always with a smile on his face. Now, before I share how Bill got his start with JFS, did you know he built his first computer at the age of 12? Amazing, right? Bill describes himself as interested in everything. I remember having these conversations with him in the morning only to have my head implode from all the information he would divulge. Not only does he have a brilliant mind, he also has a heart like no other. Now, I want to share with you how Bill got started with JFS. Over the years, Bill had become good friends with his bubbly 93-year-old neighbor who lived in an apartment next door. Whenever she was unable to leave messages from her cell phone or experience other technical issues with her devices, she came to Bill for assistance. Bill enjoyed teaching her. One day, Bill asked her where she would rush off to each morning, and so she invited Bill to join her at JFS. Bill did join her, and it wasn't long until he joined FREDA MOHR's volunteer staff as our computer lab instructor. Bill had worked as a banker for 10 years until 2012 when he sustained a serious work injury, related injury, which left him unable to continue working. Not working was difficult for Bill. He was a young man, but he was always willing to contribute and help others even with his physical limitations. It's that selfless giving quality in Bill that made such an impact in the community. For many years, 2 mornings each week, Bill would help seniors and sometimes staff with all their computer and device-related issues and questions. He would patiently coach each person, teaching them how to use their devices, navigate websites, create email accounts, sign up for Facebook, WhatsApp, and helping them access needed resources, socialize online, and connect with family and friends they haven't seen in years. And when the pandemic hit and closed all the centers, Bill was still there helping folks individually over the phone and email, staying connected with the center. He would create step-by-step guides, troubleshoot issues, and help folks learn how to use their laptops and phones to get connected on Zoom so they could join our virtual programming. His curiosity, compassion, and intelligence shine through all his interactions. We are truly blessed to have someone like Bill at our center, a real stand-up guy, a real mensch. Thank you.
Shalom. I hurt my back at work and was unable to continue my career. I started at JFS because my neighbor was having problems with her cell phone, specifically on checking her voicemail. I knew that she went to a senior center nearby. I asked where she went. I met Susan and have been teaching computers and technology to seniors for many years now at FREDA MOHR. I want to thank Yaya, Susan, Naomi, Danny, and all the JFS staff for all the support that they provide their volunteers. Thank you very much for this award. It truly means a lot to me. Thank you very much. Toda.
To present the Leadership Award, please welcome Kitty Glass, Community Outreach Coordinator for JFS Hope.
Good morning. I'm Kitty Glass, Community Outreach Coordinator for JFS Hope Domestic Violence Services. It is truly an honor for me to introduce an incredibly special woman. Jill KAUFMAN has been volunteering with JFS Hope for over 4 years. She comes to the Valley storefront twice a week to assist our office coordinator with a multitude of tasks, including answering the phones, filing, preparing our staff with presentation materials, and organizing our donation room. However, I feel her most incredible asset is the way Jill welcomes our clients into the waiting room. She has tremendous compassion and empathy for the population we serve and greets everyone with a warm smile and a cheery hello. Jill understands the challenges faced by our clients and welcomes them into the office with kindness and sensitivity. Oftentimes, she is the first person a new client will meet when arriving for an intake, and Jill helps to assuage any anxiety that might be felt. Not only is Jill a dedicated volunteer to our program, she is simply an outstanding woman in every way. The staff at Hope has tremendous respect and admiration for her commitment to our program and for the wonderful contribution she makes each time she comes to work. Simply put, Jill is a delight. Her passion for helping others is immeasurable, and she represents the core values of JFS in every conceivable way. I'm deeply proud and grateful for all that she does for our program, and it's a privilege for me now to introduce and honor this year's Leadership Award recipient, Jill KAUFMAN.
Hi, I'm Jill KAUFMAN. First, I want to welcome everyone. I started here at JFS Hope at a very difficult time in my life, not knowing what to expect. What I found is a staff of people who are effective, devoted, and work as a team, and who have Rahmanas, a feeling for the less fortunate. It has been and continues to be an invaluable lesson, learning what people deal with in their daily lives in many families in Los Angeles, knowing what they experience, how they cope, and what Hope does to try and help them has made me a better person. I enjoy helping JFS provide service, and being a part of this amazing team has enriched my life. It is particularly exciting seeing Jewish values in action. Thank you for allowing me to volunteer. I'm honored to receive this award. The biggest reward I found is volunteering at JFS Hope. This award is icing on the cake, and the cake is very sweet and gratifying. I want to thank everyone who is joining us today at this special event. I also want to thank my friends at Hope who nominated me for this special award, including, but not limited to Karen, Kitty, Robin, and all the wonderful clinicians who I really miss. In addition, I want to acknowledge and thank our wonderful Isabel, who is the office coordinator at Hope, and with whom I've enjoyed a close relationship for the past 4 years. She has taught me so much and has enabled me to grow in my position. She is a very dear friend who I love and miss seeing her on a regular basis. I've been deeply touched by this experience and will remember it forever.
It is now my pleasure to introduce Nina TASSLER, Chair of JFS Board of Directors.
Thank you, Joyce. Good morning, everyone. I can't tell you how much it warms my heart to be with all of you right now. It has been a trying year for all of us, but joining you today to recognize the incredible work that you all do for the people of LA reminds me of the goodness in the world and reminds me that each of us can change the world. Former President Barack Obama rightly said, the best way not to feel hopeless is to get up and do something. Don't wait for good things to happen to you. If you go out and make some good things happen, you will fill the world with hope. You will fill yourself with hope. I always hear about our volunteers, but today I get to see firsthand the positive effect you have on the individuals and families in our LA community who rely on us. You don't just inspire me, you give me hope. Hope is something that feels far too elusive these days, but hope is what drives the heart of the volunteer. And that is why together you, the volunteers, are the heart of the JFS family. And when we talk about the power of volunteering and the heart of what we do, we of course have to talk about Charlotte KAMENIR. As many of you know, Charlotte started volunteering with JFS in the early 1980s. Charlotte was always there with a helping hand and a full heart, sharing her expertise, her kindness, and her empathy with hundreds of older adults at our FREDA More Center. Charlotte served as a mentor to so many volunteers when they first joined our family. She was the volunteer that all the volunteers looked up to. When Charlotte's husband, Eddie of blessed memory, approached JFS with the idea to honor Charlotte with the naming of this award, it was a natural fit. Eddie told us how much JFS meant to Charlotte, how important her volunteering was to her, but the creation of the Charlotte KAMENIR Volunteer of Distinction Award was just as meaningful for all of us at JFS. Everyone you ask about Charlotte will tell you how truly kind she is and how vast her knowledge and experience are. I've heard someone say, and I quote, "Charlotte is so personable, she could talk to a tree stump." Charlotte always has a smile, and she is always ready to listen. She always cares. And those are qualities she has passed down through her family, her children, Sandra, Barbara, Janice, David, and Michael, her grandchildren, and her great-grandchildren. All of them share her warmth and her commitment to the community. In short, Charlotte KAMENIR is a light. She is an example of the caring and dedication that each and every one of us and each and every one of you brings to JFS, making our city a better place for everyone and filling our world with hope. Please join me in welcoming Charlotte KAMENIR.
Good morning, fellow volunteers. This has been a most unusual year, a frightening year for the entire world. In my 96 years, I have never witnessed such a challenging time. And it's especially challenging for Jewish Family Service, whose mission it is to be there to help people, many of whom are suffering from feelings of isolation, anxiety, depression, and yes, a fear of contracting the COVID-19. In the midst of this pandemic year, you, our volunteers, have managed to stay in touch, not really in touch, but in contact with our most vulnerable clients by phone, by minding social distancing, by Zoom like today, and many of you have been working at SOVA. I know firsthand, my granddaughter volunteers there, and she tells me that she's asked to come extra hours because the needs are greater than ever. Just know that if your job is staying in touch with your senior client by phone, your call may be the only time that phone rings all day, and that you may be the only person that he or she has spoken to all that day. Or if you're packaging food at SOVA, or if you've arranged for delivery for a client for food, these services not only provide sustenance, but they let that person know that someone out there cares whether there will be any food on their shelves to eat. Wherever you are volunteering, you can be assured that your time and your talent are very much appreciated. Without you, our dedicated professional staff could not begin to deliver the high quality of services that Jewish Family Service provides. In closing, I want to congratulate Susan Tuckman, the Charlotte KAMENIR Volunteer of Distinction Award, and I also want to congratulate the other awardees, Jill Kaufman and Bill Meyercheck. I wish I could be there to give these kudos in person, but let's hope and pray that next year we can once again meet and touch and hug each other. In the meantime, stay healthy, keep social distancing, keep wearing your masks, and keep volunteering. God bless all of us. God bless our troubled world. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Charlotte. And now to present the Charlotte KAMENIR Volunteer of Distinction Award, please welcome ERWIN ESTRADA, Home Delivery Meal Supervisor at the JFS Senior Nutrition Program.
Hi, my name is ERWIN ESTRADA. I'm the Home Meal Delivery Supervisor for Jewish Family Service Senior Nutrition Program. I oversee the food distribution for the city of Los Angeles, West Wilshire, and West Side area. It is my pleasure to present the Volunteer of the Year Award to Susan Tuckman. Susan has been an integral part of the JFS for the past 22 years. I remember first meeting Susan about 5 years ago, and I was impressed by her ability to interact with our clients, her work ethics, and the passion she has for helping people. As many of us know at the Senior Nutrition Program, Susan has been an invaluable help in the telecheck program, in which she calls over 120 clients every week to check on their well-being. Her ability to speak several languages, including English, Russian, Yiddish, Hebrew, and some Spanish, makes her an invaluable element of our program. Always calm, always helpful, Susan has been the heart and soul and hands of the telecheck program. Their interactions with her telecheck clients most of the time is the only human contact these clients have on that day. I know Susan is very eager to come back to work. Susan, I miss our Thursday mornings exchange of pleasantries in Spanish. I forgot who said that no act of kindness, no matter how small, is ever wasted. Well, in 22 years, you have shown a lot of kindnesses to our clients. Susan, this is a very well-deserved recognition for all your hard work. We thank you and we wish you the best.
I am a Holocaust survivor. After the tragic death of my beloved husband in 1997, I suffered a big void in my life and in my mind. I went to the FREDA Center for help, and luckily they had an opening for a volunteer in their food delivery department. I felt that keeping busy would help me to cope, so I took the position. My job was to contact the recipients of food delivery services and inquire about their daily lives. At first, the people were suspicious and reluctant to open up to a stranger, but eventually I was able to convince them that the food delivery would help to improve their lives. Once a week, I eagerly went to my job, which I enjoyed immensely for 22 years, especially sharing the office with my coworkers. I had hoped to be able to resume my job and continue in it for the rest of my life, however long that is beyond my current 89 plus years. But that was not meant to be. I was run over while sitting on a bus stop bench just a few blocks away from the center by a driver who lost control of his car. With the help of my doctors and my son and daughter-in-law, who took me to their home to recover, and then the continuing help and support I received from my dear caregivers, I still hope that I will once again be able to return to my lovely volunteer job. But then came this relentless COVID pandemic, and the future is even more uncertain. I would like to thank the JFS for bestowing this wonderful honor. Thank you.
Thank you so much for joining us today. We appreciate all that you do for JFS OLA. I look forward to meeting you in person someday. Have a great rest of your day. Thank you.